we give them freedom in certain aspects to change the call, but sometimes there's no option to change the call. If we want to run the ball, we got to run the ball. And you know, a lot of times those situations, I'll tell Coach Parker that, hey, this is a 4-down situation. You know, hey, you got 2 plays to get the first down here, but then all of a sudden twice it happened, we got a tackle for loss. And when we get tackles for loss, then I have to decide to punt or take a field goal. So what we got to do is figure out why those tackle for losses happen. And that's what I told Coach Parker and his staff. It's not as much the play call, it's how do we make sure that if we call this play, we can execute it. Because if we can't, if we don't have an answer for what they're doing, then we probably shouldn't call that play.
What specifics, or I guess maybe issues or concerns do you have with the play calling? And when you do bog down like this, do you get guys like your quarterback's coach and your offensive line coach with previous play calling experience involved in the process?
Yeah, it's everything we do as an offensive staff is a collaborative effort, and we talk about it. And so, you know, I have no issues with the play calling, right? I have issues with the execution, and that's what we have to attack. We can blame it on the call, we can blame it on anything we want, but the reality is if we feel strongly enough to call that play, then we have to have answers for why it did or doesn't work. And so that's where I'm attacking, is why didn't it work? If this guy was supposed to do that and he was supposed to do that, then that's the issue. We have to make sure our guys are crystal clear on what they need to do and don't make mistakes.
I know you wanted to kind of look at film to evaluate how the offensive line rotation went. So having done that, how did the offensive line rotation go, as well as, I think, Tosh Baker coming in a right tackle at the end of the game?
Yeah, Tosh coming in was, you know, Blake had a right hand or left hand injury, you know, that just couldn't really feel like that last series he could perform the way he needed to. Him and Coach Rudolph didn't. So we put Tosh in that last series to finish the game. You know what, the performance of the offensive line was decent. We got to get better. That's the reality. We got to get better, and we had a plan going into that game to roll guys and to see if we could elevate the play as a whole. You know, I was really pleased with the way Zeke stepped up and was challenged, obviously, from the week before with a couple false start penalties, and he really stepped up. You know, the guards were solid. We have to continue to get better. But across the board, we have to continue to improve. And so I can't say it was great. I don't want to say it was terrible. It was just, you know, it was solid, and we've got to get better.